Amazing. What a day. Glad I didn't have to carry this around all the way. Whew.
This is the Malvern Hills Ultra. It's 45 miles in total. It's an out and back, so 22.5 each way. There's 2,941 metres of elevation gain, 5 checkpoints, 3 on the way out, revisit 2 of those on the way back in. And this is where they are in terms of distance and elevation. There are 4 punch points, 2 on the way out, and again we revisit those on the way back in. Elevation wise, they're at the high points, and we need to get this little bit of blue paper punched to prove we've been there. And that's it, we're off. I'm super excited about this. I have been since I booked it a couple of weeks ago. I've got everything I need packed in my little pack, so I should be self-sufficient apart from water for the next 45 miles. As you can see, it's a short road section, and then we are straight up into the hills. We're gaining elevation early on, which is good. I wanted to try and get some out of the way. I'm feeling fit, my legs are doing fine, so life is good at the moment. There are 2 things that I learned from my practice runs that I really need to focus on. 1 is that I need to pace myself, and 2, I really need to make sure I hydrate and fuel properly during the race. I've been absolutely terrible at the hydration and the fueling, so I need to be on top of that from the start.
Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful out there.
And it doesn't take long for it's just too steep to run.
Got poles out now. This steep of the hill, and first time using them, but going okay. Figured out how to put them on a backpack last night, so all good there. I think it wasn't too much of a faff getting them off. Putting them back on might be, but we'll see. Other than that, going so well. So far so good.
I'm about 5 miles in, been going about an hour, and now I've got my first job to do. I've got to find my blue bit of paper, not let it blow away, get it punched, and get it back in my pocket.
Alright, punch point number 1 done. That's to obviously make sure that you go across the top of the hills. So, on the way down, it gets a bit up down. We'll see. Just moving through the wood section. Not sure. Into a road section now. I've not really got Scooby-Doo where I'm going, so I had no idea how to turn down here, and then seeing the guys in front turn down. We're way off the GPS track that I downloaded. So sit rep, 1 hour 48 in. Seems to be doing about 10-minute mile pace, and we've done 9.25 miles. So yeah, doing okay so far. Quads are hurting a bit from all this downhill at the moment. I'm sure they'll get a break on the uphill. It's absolutely stunning. Better turn here, I think. What's the way? Was to shy away.
I've made it to checkpoint 1, the first official check-in. I'm supposed to be here at 9 AM, otherwise it's a cut-off, and I'm only here 10 minutes before that, and there's a whole bunch of people here, so I feel like the cut-off's a little bit aggressive on this one, but hey-ho, I'm here. We're about 9.5 miles in at this stage, just under 2 hours, but I spent way too much time here. I filled my water bottles up one at a time, so I had to rejoin the queue. I perused the snacks, I went to the toilet, I emptied my shoes of grit. If there was faffing to be done, I did it. I spent over 10 minutes here, which was 4 or 5 minutes longer than I should. After checkpoint 1, it's more of the same. Steep grassland sections, thick, claggy, muddy forest sections. But I'm feeling good, I'm feeling strong, so life's all good at the moment. I left the checkpoint after the group, so I've fallen off the back of them, so there's work to be done catching them up. It doesn't take too long before I've caught them up, but I have burnt quite a bit of extra energy doing so. So that will probably cost me later on in the race. And now we're into the rolling hills. Look at this, it's awesome. Steep grassy slopes, the sun's out, 18 degrees. The scenery is beautiful. I am loving this.
Where's these beggars?
Seven miles later, we're at checkpoint 2, 16 miles in. I managed to stay here for a lot less time, only 7 minutes, but I still faffed around with getting grit out of my shoes, messing around with my water bottles. I could have been slicker still, and I left 2 minutes behind the rest of the group.
Look at the views, it's amazing. About 3/4 of a mile to get to the third checkpoint, halfway point. It's getting hot. The hills are getting steep. Little lambs in the field. Be idyllic if you weren't only halfway through. Not even halfway through.
Idyllic though, this section was not. It was really steep, really slippy, and it was absolutely punishing on the legs.
Comes to something when you can't even run downhill.
We're trying to run down it, but it's tricky. But you kind of can't stop, so you're in it, you're committed. Let's get down it.
"47.
Checkpoint 3, 23 miles, 5.5 hours. Hand my blue punch card in, get it signed, fill it with water and back out again. I didn't faff too much here, but still left behind the main group. But I'm an hour ahead of the cut-off. So after checkpoint 3, the rest of the run is literally the reverse of the first half. Impossible to screw up. Unless you're me.
Oh, I can't tell you how excited I am about this hill. Sit rep. Everything hurts. Toes are sore. Thirsty. Got a headache. It's too hot. Apart from that, all good. At the next 3 or 4 miles is downhill. Well, he said 5 miles, but I think he's lying because I remember going uphill. So, honestly, the downhill was just as painful as the uphill, if not more so. Sometimes the uphill can act as a bit of a rest for the quads, although it just hurt the hamstrings. But I don't know, kind of doing okay, I suppose. Feet hurt but aren't disastrous, and other than that, carrying way too much stuff, that's for sure. Oh, it's getting really hot now. Really hot. And this downhill is punishing. My God. Still just about in touch with the group in front. So far so good. Developing a blister on my right, balls my right foot. So keep an eye on that. I think the next checkpoint's coming up in a couple of miles or so.
And indeed it was. Quick turnaround and back out.
Alright, just left the aid station, 16 miles to go. It's just a half marathon and a bit, just 5 park runs. Guy at the aid station told me I'm sunburnt, so, but to be honest, that's the thing that's hurting me least. So we'll crack on. I'm feeling sick. Not sure where I'm going. I think it's this way.
Okay, let's have a little bit of a talk about getting lost, because I've alluded to that a couple of times in the video already. So, we were given a GPX track, that's the thing in green here, that was supposed to tell us where to go. This pink line is where we actually went, even when following the official paces. So, as you can see, there are sections where the official route is different from the route we actually took, quite substantially. In some places, it just literally goes in a completely different direction. In some places, it's just quite inaccurate. However, I also got properly lost in some places. Here, I turned right when I should have carried on because I thought the route turned right on the GPX, ended up down here, had to ask someone how to get back on track, and also had a similar issue up here. Just carried on, I'd lost sight of the group in front, they turned off, I didn't, I carried on. Mile later, oh dear, turn around, come back, and eventually got back onto it. So a mixture of the GPX track just being plain wrong in places, but also my inability to follow that on my watch was causing me to add, I think it was about 3.5 miles towards the end, total towards the end of it, which ended up being about an hour on top of the time. Not great. Something I need to learn from.
Oh, I just had about 20 minutes of sustained climbing. It was tough. But you can see we're getting some elevation now. Apparently this is a lovely picnic place. I really would be loving to have a picnic right now. Oh. There's sweat filling my eyes. The only thing I can hold down is water. Feet don't seem to be getting any worse. I think it's fun. Knackered. Seriously. I think I've got about 14 miles to go. I mean, it's beautiful. But it's hilly. I'm tired. It's red hot. I think I'm loving it. Just want to get to this checkpoint for the cut-off time so I can finish. The last thing, the worst thing would be to get there at the cut-off and not be able to carry on. Anyway, tally out. I ate some jelly babies and spat half of them out. A few peanuts, they were nice. And that was it. That's all I could stomach. Oh, I was going to have a packet of crisps, but I forgot. That would have been nice. So apparently I'm doing okay. I should finish this thing. it's hard getting going after that aid station, particularly the quads. I downed half a litre of water, and I've obviously filled up my things. So I just need to check GPS, make sure I'm going the right way so I don't screw up again. Sitting right up there. And what else happened? Oh, I went for a pee. I've been needing a pee for about 20 miles. I just couldn't afford to stop. And when I say 20 miles, I actually mean 20 miles. That is not hyperbolic. So, honestly, this is f***ing hard. And apparently I've got about 9 miles to go, which is great. I'm in single digits for the first time today. So, that is actually super exciting. And I'm really happy with that. I have got gel over pretty much everything. It's on my arm, it's on the selfie stick, it's on my face, it's on my shorts. So I've had a gel related explosion, and oh, it's all over the camera as well, and everything's super sticky, just like this mud. It's super sticky. Ugh. All right, and we go. It's still pretty, even though it's a little bit less appealing. You can't beat it, really. Oh, this stuff. This is. Oh. There's no good way to traverse it. This is what we're looking out for, these little signs here. Fortunately, half the time they're hidden behind bushes, trees, I don't know, ghosts, whatever. So they're hard to find. Sometimes they're really easy, like that one. Garmin does tell me when I'm off course, but oh, you fighter! Nearly had a mud bath then. So, oh my word, this is truly the best thing ever. I love it. Oh. Alright, there's a better view of what's to come now. It's that big lump over there. I'm going to basically get up to the top of that, all the way across the ridge, and then down the other side, and I'll be home. Whoop whoop.
I don't know why my brain thinks it's just over that hill and then we're done. It wasn't on the way out, so it's unlikely to be on the way back.
7.86 miles to go. Done 39.39 so far. Oh, just 0.61 till the big 4.0. Oh. It's a lovely day. What else would you be doing? The closer I get to this rather small hill, the bigger it gets. But it is getting closer, and because it's getting closer, I know that I'm getting closer to the end. I think I've got maybe like 5 miles to go. I don't really want to have a look, but that's it's under a 10k, not even 2 park runs. Do they do park runs over that? If they did, they'd be mental. Oh, and here we are at the second to last punch point. Gotta punch my card. But just look at this view. It's stunning. We were way over there, miles over there, all the way down. And now we're almost at the top of this thing. It's amazing. It's fantastic views, and it's almost makes it all worthwhile. I'm loving this. It's the best thing I've ever done. I just keep telling myself that, and it'll come true. I love it. I love it. If you don't like hills, this isn't the event for you. No, definitely not. Oh, I got lost again in the last village, missed a turn off somehow. Had to backtrack. Got to speak to a lovely woman though, who had the pleasure in telling me how to get back on track, and had my displeasure of telling me it was 6 miles and going to take me 3 hours. Hey, hey, hey. Well, I checked and it wasn't. It was 5.86 miles. So 2 hours 45 minutes instead. But she was lovely, very, very kind. You see that? No, not that. That's the last of the peaky peaks, the last big thing to climb over, and then it's downhill some of the way, baby. I need to get a jog on. Oh, we're gonna do it. I can feel it. We're gonna do it. Oh, here we are. Final punch point. Oh, oh my word, look at that. We're nearly at the top of the hill. I think we're heading down over there somewhere. I haven't really got a clue, but I know it's got to be mostly down from now. Got these headphones on, not used them all day. Anyway, let's crack on. Just on the downhill bit now for a short stretch along the ridge of this hill. Just summited that first bit. I've got 3.3 miles to go. Just a shade over a park run. What can go wrong? Hopefully not an awful lot. My quads are on fire. My feet are a squelchy mess of blisters. I love it. Beautiful. Look at this. Oh. Having thought previously that the hill I could see was the last one to do, I've thought that 2 more times since then. And there's another one coming up. I think this might be the last one. I hope so. Oh, look at that. Alright, time to get ready. Last push. I think we're heading down into that valley somewhere. Still no real idea. Oh. Okay, that's not even funny. We've got to go over that hill. I don't know what I'll do, but it won't be good. I probably won't do anything. I'll just be really annoyed. Oh. Oh. I think we're just entering the village where the finish is. Why can't I talk? Oh, pretty sure this is it because I've recognised them. I hope they've got some rooms for tonight. I'm supposed to be driving home. About a quarter of a mile to go. We've got this. Yeah, I can see the car park. Oh, we're going to do it. We've done it. That cut-off bell goes before I get there. And I've actually died. I can see the finish.
What's your number, mate?
47.
Well done, 47. Well done.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Thank you very much.
Well done, mate.
Oh, what's this?
Can we have a
Something
little
else?
photo by the flag?
Of course you can, mate, yeah.
And then we can figure out. By the left one.
This one?
No, the other one.
The other left.
The other left. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you, mate.
How you feeling?
Knackered, honestly, yeah, absolutely knackered. That's the hardest running thing I've ever done. Yeah. Oh, man. I don't ever need to do that again. That was bonkers. My feet are like walking on a waterbed, like personal feet waterbed, but not in a fun way. More in a sort of a painful way. Oh. That was a toughest. This weighs a heck of a lot. Toughest thing I've ever done running. Possibly the toughest physical thing I've ever done. It's up there with Mont Blanc. But I was at least 10 years younger when I did Mont Blanc. But it felt like the same sort of physical effort. The watch is telling me I'm having a rest. It told me I was having a rest on a few of the hills as well. But I am having a rest. Let's have a look. 48.15 miles, so 3 and a bit over the advertised distance. It's kind of tempting to do the extra 2 just to get the Imperial 50 up. I did have grandiose plans of that at the start, and it was 12 and a half hours, which I'm not too unhappy about. If you take out the bits where I went wrong, I think that would have been sub 12. Great. Amazing. What a day. Glad I didn't have to carry this around all the way. Whew.